Hi there, it's Pascal. In this video, we're going to be talking about faith, and this has come to a point where um, a lot of Christians are struggling with their faith. They seem to be praying so hard. They pray morning, afternoon, night. They fast. They they go to church. They worship. They do all the things that they in their capabilities to do to create the life they want, but yet it doesn't seem to add up. It looks as if God doesn't exist in their own world. They look at other people, they are flourishing, and they're doing well, but they look at their own life. Their home is not the way they want it to be. Their relationship is not the way they want it to be. Their health is not where they want it to be. Now, if this is the first time that you're watching any of my videos, my name is Pascal Monaji. I started my online business in 2017. So ever since I started getting results, getting some tractions, a lot of people reach out and ask questions. And for me, I classify myself as just an ordinary guy, just like you. I don't believe I have any special talent. I don't believe anybody's better than any other person. So I have this belief that anybody can make money online, or anybody can succeed online, but why is everybody not doing it? Why? So that has led me into the study of human behavior, and let's call it behavioral scientist. So I'm reading books, I'm studying, trying to understand why we do what we do. Why is it that Christians, a lot of people pray so hard and yet nothing works? It's as if God does not answer their prayers. So we're going to be talking about faith without action. I was on a phone call yesterday, sorry. This morning in the morning. If you're wondering about my condition, yeah, I'm just finishing my morning routine. So what I do, I'm going to be posting videos every day. So I was on this conversation with this bloke, and he wanted to start a business online. He's seen some of my videos and he reached out and he said I should explain more about the business. So we got into the conversation and it got to a point, maybe about 10 minutes in, and he said he has a prayer meeting that he needs to go to now. And I told him okay. So he left, and we scheduled another meeting almost about the same time again, and this is the second time we're speaking. And he came again and said there's a prayer that he needs to attend and he needs to be there. So it's not going to be long. I said we're not going to spend long time, but you need to work. If you really want to succeed online, you need to work on your business. So we got into this. So I've realized now that a lot of people pray. The problem is not praying. They pray, but when it comes to the work, they do very little of it. We believe that if we pray, some magical thing would happen and solve our problems for us. Money will appear from somewhere, we will get the job we apply for, and often enough that's not the case. So for me now, I started looking at myself. Why is it because I read this book called The Stranger's Secret. So he opened my eyes up a little bit. He said, why is it that some people that you see, they don't tend to work hard? Anything they touch turns to gold. Any business they're going to succeeds. What is their secret? How come some people, you see them, they're working for 6 to 12 hours, weekends, and yet their life is nowhere near what their capabilities are. They are shocked at the result they are getting in their life, and they are wondering, where is God? Where is God? So here's my point. You have to pray, but you also have to work. There's time for everything. There is time for everything. If you're in a situation where you're praying so hard, just get this. The answer is not in prayer, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't pray. You have to look at yourself. There's a book I call Know Thyself, Pluto. Know thyself. If some pastor is telling you to come to church every now and then to help grow the church, which is a service to humanity, it's good. But if you can't go to that pastor and tell that pastor, I'm doing all these things to get this church to where it is, I'm hoping that one day God will answer my prayers. But it's as if time is going by. That pastor needs to look at you somehow, because the pastor knows what he's doing to grow the church. He's not oblivious of it. It's not a magic that the church is big. So if you're devoting all your time to the church, it's good. I acknowledge you. I want you to continue doing it. But when you jump on a plane to fly to any country, as soon as the plane is about to taxi, they tell you to put your own oxygen mask on first, before you fix the one of a child next to you. There's a reason for that. It's not an accident. They tell you to. You say, oh, help the child first before you help yourself. No, you have to look after yourself first before you can take care of anybody else. So if you understand that principle, because if the plane is crashing and the child has a mask and you don't have a mask, the child can't save you. But if you got your oxygen mask on, at least you can breathe. You can go through any adversity to help the child, because with one hand you can pull up the child if the child is falling off, if something is trying, you can remove something that is falling on top of the child. But it can't happen the other way around. So you got to look after yourself first. All right? So you have to do some work to get yourself where you want to be. If it's taking some time off from the church, do it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's your life. I can guarantee you now, if you drop dead tomorrow, the church will still be there. But if you're going to the church every day and you're praying, you're not doing what you need to do for yourself and your family and for your church to improve yourself so that you can be of more service to the church. If you're hoping that the magic is going to come from the church to solve your problem, you better start thinking again. Because look at everybody that's doing exactly what you're doing. Where are they? It's some sort of, I learned this, it's in sales. People often wonder, why, Pascal, why do you make money online? What's the secret? It's in sales. Life is sales. Let me teach you something here. This is about 8 minutes into this video. I didn't intend this to get this long. Let me share this with you. If you are going into sales, there's something they teach. You have to get your prospect to buy whatever you're trying to sell. You have to hook them with a future, with hope of a future promise. It's sales. So what am I saying here? You have to promise them, tell them something with a hope that if they do what you tell them today, they're going to get what they're going to look for in the future. It's sales. The thing they are going to get is not right in front of them, but they know, they hope for a better life tomorrow. That's why they do what they do. That's how you get a sale done in the online world. That is based on religion. We were told that if we do good to human beings, if we do this, when we die, we go to heaven. Heaven is a future promise. You need to invest in yourself to really understand, see the world from a different perspective. I'm just giving you all these snippets to look after yourself. Because now I can help. Now I can help. But when I was working in my job and I was literally on a shoestring size budget, I struggled to help. Even my dad, when he wanted medication, I struggled to help. But from the act of understanding that I need to look after myself, increase my income so I can take care of them, I started going down the path. I shut down all the avenues to do the work. I shut down every avenue that was going to distract me, reduce more of praying, reduce more of drinking outlets, reduce more of everything I was doing. Not like cutting back, but like narrowing in on myself to focus. Really know, what am I doing? Where am I heading with my life? Then I started building again, rebuilding my life again. Now I'm at a point where I am the point where I can offer to help. I can not just monetarily, I can give advice, I can suggest. It's life-changing. I was talking with a bloke yesterday. You have to understand the principle of faith. You can't get to where I'm talking about if you don't have faith. I don't care how long you pray. You have to walk down that path. It's exciting. You will feel fear. You would feel like there's nothing working. But you'll be walking down that path. Keep going because you believe, you hope for a future promise. You hope that if you start this business online, it's going to get me here. So it's a future promise. You go down that path. So that's what's going to create the change you want. So if you've been doing something over and over and over again and you look at your bank account, it's not where you want to be. Look at your health, it's not where, there's something you're doing wrong. It's not church. It's not anybody else. There's something you're not doing right. You get some point, there's something you're not believing in. You don't have, I don't want to say you don't have faith because it might sound a little bit harsh, but I was not walking in faith basically. So if you're going to be a millionaire to help your community, so help the congregation in your churches, because look at this, every time you go to the church, it's tidy, neat. Somebody's cleaning it. Somebody's doing that work. If not, you wouldn't go to that church and sit down and listen to whatever the pastor has to say or the priest has to say. Some people do that work before you get there. So you have to understand that. So for somebody to get into your business, to buy your product, you have to do some work. You have to do some sweeping in your home. You have to do some cleaning. You have to change your diet if you want to increase your improve your health. You have to seek for relationship counseling if you want to improve your marriage. All these things, you need to do the work. It's not going to manufacture it's not going to fall from the sky. It's our responsibility to do that path. So I encourage you to pray and work and do the work. Don't run away from the work part because that's the final straw. That's the application mode. If you want to know what I'm talking about, let me dial in a little bit deep. When you want to do something, look at your life right now. There's a problem you have. Whatever it is, you don't have time with yourself, you don't have enough money, that's a problem. There's a solution. If you ask yourself, how can I increase my income? How can I improve my health? Your brain will tell you what to do. You have a responsibility to take action. That's what I'm talking about, work. You got to take that action because it comes down from you. Now look into the world. How many people have that same problem? That's your market. But you can't solve that problem for the world. You have to first start from yourself. Because the solution is you walking down that path. I just gave you the secret. So start walking down that path. Start doing the work. You don't wait till you get to the end before you start showing them the solution. If you take the first step, show the next man behind you, this is the first step. Take the next step, turn back and say, here's the next step. Take people along with you. By the time you realize it, you have you're solving problems for a multitude of people. And that's what's going to get you towards your goal. Because if you look back and see the number of people behind you, giving up is not an option, because you got to take them to the end. In the process, you get to the end. That's how it is. It takes courage to do it. My name is Pascal Mwanaji. If you like what I'm sharing, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I give you these things that I experience in my journey so that you know exactly what to expect. So get this, take a pen, paper, write this like 50 times. Faith without action is dead. Faith without action is dead. Write 50 times, something will click in. You will realize what I'm talking about. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.